Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mind Your Business. And today is Mindful Monday. So, good evening. Thank you for joining me tonight. I have changed Mindful Mondays from afternoons to nighttime because I've been people like it better at night and it helps them to rest and relax. And so I'll give you mindful tips every Monday for Monday Mindfulness at 10:30 p.m. And thank you for joining me. Again, my name is Tanika and I am the host of Mind Your Business. And tonight I am doing Monday Mindfulness and I'm going to just give you a few tips on mindfulness and just go over some things that might be able to help you or someone you know or just to give you some time to find some peace and relax. So I hope everybody had a good weekend, had a good Sunday, and had a good day today. And so if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and stick them in the comment box. And if you would like them to be read, let me know that too. If not, just say anonymous on there. So today is the 25th of January, 2021, and it has been an eventful year so far. We are only 25 days into this year, but already we've had some major things take place. We've got a new president, and we are getting some new bills written, and so hopefully some things will start turning around and working the way people want it to work out. So hopefully everybody's happy right now, for as long as you can be. So today I wanted to talk to you about some things that can help you with your mind, your body, and your soul. And so, first off, if you haven't been taking care of yourself or doing self care, find some time to relax. Find some time to take a soak bath or a nice warm shower and just take some time out for self care. I received this in the mail. It is from Wilding Botanicals. You probably can't see it real good, but it says, "Thank you. Self care isn't selfish." So I want you to know that it is all right to do self care. And I want to give a shout out to my girl Jackie from Wilding Botanicals. I have ordered some items from her. I got the citrus splendor and then a lemongrass and a lavender. And these are oils for your hair and your body. And then also there is a whipped butter that you put on after you use the oils after you get out of the bathtub or the shower. And so they are really good. You can put them in your hair and you can put the oil in your hair and you can put the oil in your body. I put a little bit of it in my bathtub and soaked with that. And so those are just some things that you can do for self care. Take some time to relax, take a nice soaking bath, and just rewind your mind. Relax, use your earphones and listen to music or listen to my podcast and some mindful tips or just do something, read the Bible or study scripture or call someone that you haven't talked to in a while and just chat for a few minutes. Those are some things that can help you to stay mindful and to not be focusing on things that aren't important, but just to remember that there are people out there that want to hear from you or that there's just some time you need to just take to yourself. Also, I want to talk to you about the digestive system. So if you are like me and you've been having problems with using the restroom or your digestion, I have found something that might help you. Um, when we are younger, our body builds up a lot of acid, and so that's how we're able to break down our bowels and able to go to the restroom. But as we get older, have you noticed you start getting acid reflux and you start having heartburn and you start just feeling nauseous after sometimes after you eat a meal? Well, it could be because you don't have enough acid in your stomach that's helping fight and break down the foods that's in there. And so a little more acid can help you out. Well, what I've been doing is putting lemon in my water. That adds acid, the citrus. Eating oranges. That's a citrus. Drinking tea. I've been drinking a lot more tea, and tonight I'm drinking tea. And this is a salted caramel tea. It's actually pretty good, but I don't know how good it is for your digestive system, but it's pretty good tea. I've been using Activia and eating more yogurt. And so those are things that are good for your digestive tract and also good to help build up your immune system and give you good bacteria and also acid. So if you've been having a problem and you add more, just a little bit more acid to your diet, I'm not a doctor, so don't think that I'm trying to diagnose you or tell you anything, but I'm just telling you what has helped me with my digestive system. So if you have been having problems or looking for ways to do something that's a home remedy without having to take medications or go to the doctor, try that out, see if it works, see if it helps build up some acid in your stomach and break down the digestive system. And so if that helps out at all, let me know because, like I said, I know it's worked for me, but if it works for you, let me know that too. Also, if you have heartburn, you can take a tablespoon of baking soda, put it on a spoon, put some water on it, and swallow that. Drink 8 ounces of water, and that will help break that gas down inside of you as well. If for some reason it lasts for longer than 3 or 4 days, I would then probably seek medical attention. But those are some things that could possibly help you with digestion. Let's see, what else did I want to talk to you about tonight? Because I've been having some crazy stuff going on, and my mom tells me it's growing pains, and my birthday's coming up on Thursday, so I can only imagine that I'm getting growing pains and getting older, and body is changing, and that's a good thing, I guess, because I'm still here. Okay, so I do want to go over some mindfulness concepts with you tonight and the importance of mindfulness and why the concepts are important. These mindfulness concepts are ones that often are discussed by the leading teachers and researchers. So having a working knowledge will help you to advance in your practice. So if you're practicing mindfulness, these are things that can help you. Acceptance, a concept of accepting the present moment, good or bad, with non-judgment. Allocentric, concerned with the interests of others more than your own. Altered trait, a term developed by Daniel Goleman and Richard Davidson to describe how a behavior change can move from a temporary altered state to a permanently altered trait. Anchor, a focal point to concentrate on during a meditation, the breath being most common. So you can use your breath as an anchor, and we'll talk about that more here in a minute. Aversion, a strong repulsion, which can get in the way of acceptance of the present moment. You try to avert your present moment in the situation that's going on around you. Balance, having a balanced approach to life where both the good and bad can be handled. A beginner's mind, remaining curious and open to new learning, even as experience grows. So, no matter how much experience you get, if you can stay open to new ways of learning and be curious about new ideas and new innovations, you'll be able to keep your mind open and have more awareness. Bell. A bell or set of bells is often used to denote the beginning and ending of meditation. I don't use bells. I might use a little symbol every now and again, but that's only to just call attention to your mind and to your breath and to stay focused. But I don't believe in charms and chimes and bells and mantras and all that. I don't because that's not what the word tells us. The word never once says that you have to do any kind of ritual. It just says to be present and have peace and meditate on the word. So, being, the concept of simply being instead of doing. We are human beings. So, be who you are in the present moment. The breath is the most common anchor used to focus attention in meditation practice. Compassion, concern over the pain of others, leading to the focused action of helping. Contemplative neuroscience, the field of science created by the study of mindfulness. And the more I talk about mindfulness, the more I will talk about the neuroscience of it and how that works. So you got to stay tuned. You got to keep watching so you can learn more about mindfulness and how it works. Default mode network, brain processes related to self-related thinking and mind wandering. So when your mind starts to wandering, you're going into a default because sometimes being in the present moment is a little overwhelming. Sometimes we don't want to handle what's going on in the present moment, so we allow our minds to wander. Desire, something greatly sought, making it harder to accept the present situation. So instead of focusing on the here and the now, you're thinking of what if, what could have been, what will be, what should be, when you can't do anything about that except for focus on what you can do with what you have right now. Um, Emotional granularity, the ability to think deeply about specific delineated emotions. Emotional intelligence, and I teach a class on emotional intelligence and self awareness. So hook me up if you want to get in on that class. It doesn't cost very much. It is a 2 hour class, and you get a certificate afterwards showing that you have successfully achieved that course. Emotional regulation that a person exhibits, embodiment, the concept of how the body manifests the emotional state of the mind, equanimity, mental calmness, composure and evenness of temper even during stress. That's something that I am really working hard on, is equanimity, because I believe that once you learn how to be centered and mellow and calm, no matter what's going on, you've always got an even temper, you can just manage to get through anything, and nothing's going to rattle you or ruffle your feathers. So that's something that I'm working on. Intention, a person's internal commitment to an action that one plans to accomplish. How many of us have intentions? Introception, perceiving the condition of the inner sensations of the body. And that's another thing. When you do a body scan, you do an introception of how you feel within the body, what sensations you're feeling, what temperatures you're feeling, if it's hot or if it's cold, if you're feeling numb or if you're feeling anything at all. Those are the introceptions that you can perceive when you are looking into the inner sensations of your body. Mindfulness based cognitive therapy. Have you ever heard of that when people call it MBCT? It's used as a cognitive behavioral therapy developed in the 1990s as an alternative to MBSR for use in clinical therapeutic settings. Mindfulness based stress reduction is MBSR, and it was introduced in 1979 as a method to help people with chronic medical conditions to manage the pain and emotions of their illnesses. And so again, it's another way. It's sort of like what I do with Dr. Terry, which is a functional medicine. It's just another way, and it's about getting your mind enhanced and deep thinking and deep breathing and concentrating on the inner sensations of the body and being able to sense where the pain is coming from, meditate on that pain, and be able to eventually see it start to go away. Meditation, a deep state of contemplation and heightened awareness, focusing the mind on the subtleties of both external stimuli and internal states of being. Metacognition, the ability to think about one's own thoughts as they are occurring. Negative bias, the brain's effect of placing more emphasis on negative thoughts. Neuroplasticity, the concept of the brain's ability to grow and rewire throughout one's life. It is always changing. The brain can always change. And so, if you are constantly working your brain and thinking and exercising your mind, your brain is constantly being rewired, and that will never end. But don't allow your brain to lie dormant without exercising it, reading books and reading signs and watching certain things, looking at colors, really digging deep into what you're seeing and what you're sensing all at the same time. Neuroscience is the scientific study of brain and nervous systems. Non-judgmental, it's the concept of approaching situations and conditions without judgment. And as a mindful teacher, this is what I teach you to be non-judgmental with yourself, to allow yourself to be free in the moment, to allow yourself to accept whatever it is that you had to deal with or had to take on, but just being able to really face that and becoming one with it and understanding how it affects you so that you can be in control of it and control the emotion or the feeling that you have behind it, to be able to not judge yourself or feel guilty behind what it is that you believe you're feeling. Pendulation is a technique during meditation where painful memories are approached by gently swinging into the memory and then swinging out when the emotion is too intense. Propitiation, the ability to sense bodily movement, actions, and location within a space. Resilience, the capacity to withstand adversity and recover from difficult situations. A lot of times people say that children are resilient, but I believe that adults have to be resilient as well because they have to keep on going no matter what. Children continue, if they fall off a bike and they get hurt, they're going to get up, they're going to get back on that bike, they're going to keep on trying to ride it. But the older that you get, when things don't seem to work out, it seems like you lose the momentum and you lose the stride that you once had when you were younger. But I'm telling you, there is never a time that it is too late as long as you've got breath in your body that you can't do whatever it is that you feel purpose to do. Somatic, pertaining to the characteristics of the body and how experience is felt. And so all of these things that I went over tonight is just to talk about the importance of the concepts of mindfulness. All of those things are concepts. And they're all things that you can control and all things that you have the ability to be in charge of. And so don't ever allow your emotions or your feelings to get in the way of allowing you to be your best self. You can always do it. Just you have to sometimes talk yourself through it. You have to encourage yourself. You have to tell yourself that I am good enough. I am strong enough. I am made for this task at hand. And be mindful of who you are at all times. Um, so I just wanted to go over that with you for the mindful concept. And then I want to teach you a little mindful breathing if you've never done that before. And so a lot of times people think that they've been breathing right, but they find out that they've been doing it wrong. So, if you would like to join me for a little mindful breathing, I'll teach you a real quick method that you can do anytime or any place, and that can help you if you're feeling overwhelmed or anxious or uptight or restless. If you do these breathing techniques, they will help you to relax. They will help relieve stress. They will help relieve anxiety. They will even help lower your blood pressure. So, if you take your blood pressure and it's kind of high, if you do these breathing techniques and take your blood pressure again, I can guarantee you it will be lowered. So what you first want to do is you want to have your shoulders straight, your back long if you can, and you can do this sitting down or standing up or even lying down, whatever is most comfortable to you at that time that you're doing it. And so you just want to be centered and grounded and breathe in through your nose fully, then exhale fully out of your mouth. Now, there is a trick to doing this the correct way. When you're breathing in, you want to expand your belly, like it's blowing up like a balloon and it is expanding and it is filling up. So you will breathe in through the nose, expanding the belly, hold it, and then release it fully out through the mouth. And again, in through the nose, hold it, and when you exhale, you are like deflating. So like a tire deflating. So you inhale like a balloon inflating and you exhale like a tire deflating. And do that a couple of times. And like I said, it'll make you feel relaxed. It'll make you calm. And you can do that at any given time. You can do it driving. You can do it walking. You can do it if you're in class or if you're on the job. You can take a time out to just pause for a few moments. And truthfully, nobody even has to know what you're doing. Just taking deep breaths. Sometimes, if you are in a heated conversation and you just need to take a minute, take a deep breath. If you are getting ready to walk into a situation and you don't know what the outcome is going to be, take a deep breath. If you're going to say something and you don't know it's the right thing to say, before you let it out of your mouth, take a deep breath and then blow out the hot air. Let it go. Relieve whatever tension it is that you are holding on to that's inside of you. Let it go because it's not worth the risk of putting your life or your health in danger because of a mindset. And that's all it is. It is a mindset. And that's why the breathing helps you to concentrate and to focus. And when you focus on your breath, you are able to more logically think about what is on your mind and why you're thinking the things that you're thinking. So, thank you for allowing me to come into your homes tonight and talk to you about a few mindful tips on this Mindful Monday. And I hope you were able to relax and get something out of the importance of the mindful concept. I hope you got some information on how you can soothe your digestive system if you're having problems in that area. And also check out my girlfriend Jackie Johnson from Raleigh Botanicals. She grows all of her plants that she uses for her products. And again, there is one of the bottles that I have, and it comes with a little dropper, and so you can use a little dropper for how much ever oil you're needing. And it is really good, and it's not thick or heavy. It feels really good on your skin and in your hair, and it smells good. It smells really good. So check her out. She also is a brand strategist. So if you have a business or something that you're trying to get off the ground and you just don't know what direction to go, check her out. She can help you out with that. Coming up on Tuesday, my guest will be Tyson Sharp on Mind Your Business. And he is a life coach and a heart centered strategist that just wants to help people to be connected and to be centered in who they are and grounded in love to be able to fulfill their call to what they're here to do. So he's going to be here tomorrow talking about mindfulness and meditation. And so I'm looking to learn something from that one as well. On Wednesday, it's going to be my last day of the Abundant Health, Abundant Life journey with Dr. Terry Truesdale. I've really enjoyed being on the journey with her and being able to do the course. It's been really enlightening. And so I'll go over that with you. And hopefully, there's still time. You can take the course and you can get just as much health, abundance, and joy out of it as I did. On Thursday, Mindful Thoughts with Frank and Tanika. And then just to let you know, I am still doing free mindful sessions and free discovery calls. So if you would like to do a one-on-one coaching session with me to learn mindfulness, give me a call. We'll get you set up on a session. And also, if you would like some help with your life strategy goals or your business or any ideas or resources that you might have that you just don't know how to get them structured, give me a call. Have a free discovery call as well. I am taking new clients. And don't forget the podcast. Now, I am working on the sessions. And so once I get the podcast put together, I will have those out for you to be able to listen to. Right now, we are at 190 listeners on 9 different channels. And so that's really been a blessing because we only started that podcast in September. And so it is really growing thanks to you, your support, and your efforts. And those of you that have been um, submitting your time and efforts and resources and donating. I thank you very much for that. Also, if you would like to be a guest on the podcast, get with us, Tanika at Your Full Mind Life, Tanika L. Steens at yourfullmindlife.com, or you can send me a DM or message me on Facebook or on YouTube, and I'll get back with you so that way we can get you on the show so you can talk about what you do, who you are, and why you do it. And also, for those of you that know, I've been working on a project in Uganda. And I am so excited because we are about to do our first class on the 1st of February. We have one of the trainers, her name is Berna, and I will be working with her starting on Thursday. And I'm very excited to work with these ladies that are so excited to get these skills and the knowledge that they need to be able to be successful and to be able to give back to their communities and also to be able to fund their children and be able to become adoptive mothers to these children. If you would like to know more about how you can help in this cause, please visit my website, yourfullmindlife.com, and we have a mission page. It's called Missions, and on there are letters from Africa, and there are pictures of the children, and there is a picture of the building that they're working on getting set up for where they're going to be a training facility and also a housing facility for the children. Also, there are pictures of some of the trainers on there and some of the other things that we're doing. And right now, we're just asking if you can help any of these women by donating to them to help in their courses. Any amount will do. Whatever you are willing to do will help them immensely. And also, you can donate to the children and you can donate to the building fund. And you can do that right on my website page, Tanika Elsteins at yourfullmindlife.com. You can send us a message and let us know how you would like to help. And it doesn't always have to be money. It can be time or resources. You might want to train a class. You might want to teach on something that they might need help or structure on. So just get with me and let me know if there's any way you would like to help. We'd appreciate it. Coming up in February, we will have a mindful pampering session. So get a loved one or a girlfriend or a sister or someone you would just like to spend a few hours with, just being pampered and relaxing. It's going to be all online. And so I will have some more information about that, but we'll do a vision board and we'll do a mindful practice and we'll just do a little bit of relaxation and mindful breathing just to get you pampered for your day. And so that'll be coming up pretty soon. I'll let you know more about it. March is Mental Health Awareness, and we will be talking about that coming up, and also Women's History Month. So stay with me as I continue to update you on mindful tips every Monday and then give you a interview guest on Tuesday, my life journeys on Wednesday, mindful thoughts on Thursday. I'll let you chill out on Friday and Saturday and come back on Sunday to give you a reflection of the word. So thank you for your time today. I hope you were able to find something mindful on what we talked about. And if you ever want any of the scripts or any of the guides that I use, you are more than welcome to reach out to me. I am uploading some of them on the website. So if you would like to print some off of there, all you have to do is join the community. It is free. Become a part of the mindful community, and all of the resources will be right there at your fingertips. Other than that, you have a really good evening. I wish you well. I hope you get a good night's rest. I hope you were able to do some mindful breathing. And if not, when you lay down, try to remember to do some mindful breathing so that you can relax tonight and wake up in the morning feeling refreshed. Have a good evening. God bless you. And remember, never forget, you were created with a purpose. Have a good night.